Russian Olympians chewing on their gold medals, smirking at the Americans. I'm not okay with that.
Do you think he actually believes this, or do you think he's just genuinely doing this for his boomer audience? I don't know. Do you think Charlie Kirk's actually mad about this at all? Or do you think he gets off air and is like, all right, let's go to McDonald's. I could not give a fuck. I'm so glad this is over. It's just such a bizarre reason to get mad. Listen up, motherfuckers. Can we try that again? Because that sounded a little more... I was going for a more like of a tough sound, and that kind of came out a little bitchy. So, let's try that again. How's it going, motherfuckers? That sounds better. I'm feeling a lot more alpha. Okay. How many of you can do like a fucking quadruple backflip on a tightrope? How many? How many of you think you could do that right now? I'm guessing none of you. Literally none of you. I don't think I could. I would have to be on some crazy drugs to even get close. And then I would probably not do it, but at least then I wouldn't feel the pain of falling. Either way, when we're talking about doing insane gymnastics, Simone Biles probably comes to mind. Simone Biles is known as the GOAT of gymnastics. She is, I believe, the best or one of the best in the entire world. And as we know, the Olympics is going on. I don't care about sports. I'm a weak, wimpy beta twink. Look at me. I can't even throw a football, truthfully. God. So the Olympics basically just puts my masculinity in a constant state of just pain. It just threatens my masculinity, right? Like, I already can't kick a soccer ball. I don't need to get it rubbed in my face that other people are able to do these fucking flips and shit. Okay, especially the fact that women can do it. That was a joke, okay? But anywho, yeah, Simone Biles doing the gymnastics shit. She's flipping and flopping all around. And then she pulled out. Suddenly. Simone Biles exits Olympic team competition due to mental health issues. Simone Biles was pulled from the team competition here Tuesday after an awkward, low-scoring attempt on vault, leaving the United States without its biggest star. So, she was doing her shit, she did really poorly, and then, yeah, she ended up... This says she was pulled from the team competition. So, was she pulled out and then she bailed herself? Because then it says Biles bailed on her expected vault, attempting just a something 1.5. I don't know what any of these things are. She still needed a massive bounce/stumble upon landing. She briefly left the arena floor with a USA gymnastics trainer, only to quickly return with her wrists wrapped for an apparent return to the uneven bars, the American second rotation. She then unwrapped them and put on warm-ups. Biles later said she was dealing with a number of mental health issues, including an intense pressure to achieve perfection and fear of how she would be judged by the public at large. Now, I can understand this. Like, she's like, for context, I have felt pressure before doing like streams and like debates and shit. And I don't have like, I have like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the amount of pressure put on me compared to what this woman has on her right now. Like, it is insane. So I can understand that that could be a strain on her mental health. Okay? So she bailed. When she realized she couldn't compete, she realized she would only hurt the team. I'm not in the right headspace, she said. I'm not going to lose a medal for this country and for these girls. They work too hard. It's not worth it, especially when you have 3 amazing athletes who can step up. I'm going to focus on my well-being. I am more than just a gymnast. Okay. So, to me, this sounds pretty reasonable. It sounds like she did it partially out of concern for her team, but mainly because she was sincerely not in the right headspace. Maybe it was actually going to lead to a major negative impact for her team. It's quite possible. After she was taken out of the competition, she remained on the floor and continued to loudly cheer on and encourage her teammates. To me, this sounds like not that big of a deal. To me, this almost just sounds like a nothing, like a non-issue. But how it is, and how it has to be, conservatives have largely made this an issue. More specifically, Charlie Kirk, our scrawny, rat-faced little dweeby fucky friend, called her a selfish sociopath and a shame to the country. Oh, man.
So Simone Biles, who's obviously a very talented gymnast, decided not to compete in the gold medal competition. Now, she probably could have just competed and just kind of checked the boxes and they would have got a gold medal. Simone Biles says, "This Olympic Games, I wanted to be for myself when I came in, and I felt like I was still doing it for other people," as she cried after the team event on Tuesday. So that just, it hurts my heart because doing what I love has been kind of taken away from me to please other people. Yeah, that's the point, Simone Biles. You're representing your nation, you're selfish sociopath. You kidding me?
Does he not know what words mean? I mean, of course he doesn't. But does he know that's not at all what a sociopath is? Sociopaths are people that have don't have any emotion or empathy. You just were making fun of her for crying and getting emotional.
Today it's you know what? I'm not going to do something stupid and get hurt. It's just not worth it. Especially when you have three amazing athletes that can step up to the plate and do it. So you know who has the gold medal? Russia.
So what?
Russia.
I literally, this is so bizarre. So keep in mind that Charlie Kirk ultimately is angry because he's a dipshit nationalist. And because she represents America and then stepped out, he views that as some kind of an attack on the country. It's the most pathetic way to try and get outraged over something. It's he's looking for a reason to get angry. It's he's just, an athlete dropped out. Okay, cool, whatever. Wait, was she an American athlete? Yeah. What? But she represented our country, and if she dropped out, that means that she may have had mental health issues, and that means that it could have made America look bad, and then Russia got the gold medal, and that means America looks bad. It's just this, feelings wimpy bullshit. But then again, when all you care about is, looking strong, and looking masculine, and looking like the best, then this is all that matters.
I have to go look at these 4'11" Russian Olympians chewing on their gold medals, smirking at the Americans. I'm not okay with that.
Do you think he actually believes this, or do you think he's just genuinely doing this for his boomer audience? I don't know. Do you think Charlie Kirk's actually mad about this at all? Or do you think he gets off air and is all right, let's go to McDonald's. I could not give a fuck. I'm so glad this is over. It's just such a bizarre reason to get mad.
With that. But honestly, that's where we're headed. We are raising a generation of weak people like Simone Biles. Again, if you want to be
a gold Olympic medalist, weak generation. Dude, you're the motherfucker that gets triggered by wearing a piece of fabric over your face. You're the one literally triggered that an athlete took a day off. A weak generation. I agree, Charlie. Good insight, buddy. You're the one raising the weak generation. With weak men come hard times. With hard times come strong men. And with strong men come weak times. And then they have become the SJWs.
Of weak people like Simone Biles. Again, if you want to be, if she got all these mental health problems, don't show up.
What if she didn't have mental health? What if she has general mental health problems? All right, let's think this one through. Generally mental health problems. She gets there, then under pressure, they really act up, and she feels like she's really gonna fuck up and it could mess up the whole team, so she steps back. This is so unreal. Charlie Kirk. Oh God, I don't want to ad hom, but I do want to add Ham because he's like this slobbering, like, blobby dude sitting here, stuffing his face with his fucking McChickens, bitching out that an Olympic gold medal athlete is weak because she took some time off. Like, I mean, God.
She's an incredible athlete.
They are not the SJW. They are absolutely the SJW, and in fact, I would argue they might even be worse than the SJW.
Of course, she's an incredible athlete. I'm not.
Well, they are worse than the SJW, but they might be worse than the SJWs ever were.
I just said she's probably the greatest gymnast of all time. She's also very selfish. She's immature, and she is a shame to the country.
You know what's mature? Recognizing when you need to take a step back because your mental health is sometimes more important. Or maybe recognizing that your mental health could literally get in the way of your performance. And then to take it from there and be like, she's a shame to the entire country. Charlie, if your country is so fucking weak that an Olympic athlete competing under America, taking a day off, hurts the country that badly, then maybe your country should just, I don't know, just stop. Maybe your country needs to get colonized.
She's totally a sociopath. Of course she's a sociopath. Andrew says she's not a sociopath. What kind of person skips the gold medal match? Who does that? It's a shame to the nation. You just gave a gift to the Russians. Don't show up. If you're not ready for the big time, we got thousands of young female gymnasts that would love to take the place. Thousands. Simone Biles just showed the rest of the nation that when things get tough, you shatter into a million pieces.
So, scathing criticism from our friend, Charlie Kirk, who himself is like just scathing. Holy shit. This has a level of irony here, right? Because Charlie Kirk is the one who constantly virtue signals nonstop about women's sports. Remember how Charlie Kirk cares so much about women's sports? Remember that? Remember how when the NCAA said that they were gonna, like, be nice to trans people, Charlie Kirk was like, they announced they don't care about women's sports. There will soon only be one category of college sports. It seems like now, Charlie, you don't care about women's sports. You were so concerned about the women and the sports and the soccer balls and the footballs. You seemed so concerned about that when it gave you an opportunity to make money on being transphobic. But now, a woman in sports says she wants to take some time back because she's having a mental health issue. And suddenly, well, she's a sociopath and a shame to the country. Charlie Kirk's a massive hypocrite. He's a huge piece of shit. He's a slobbering, like, he's literally like a slobbering piece of dog shit. Like, literally. I think that's the best description of him. He looks like a guy who would be like, I don't know, he looks like a creepy homeless guy I'd see sitting in Home Depot. And he's over here crying his ass off because an Olympic gold medalist decided to take a day off. Just really hilarious stuff. But okay, Charlie. Yeah, I guess she's really the symbol of the weak generation, not the Dunkin' Donuts dripping cock over here crying about a girl that didn't compete in like one event. Jeez. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you get notified when I drop a new video.